I am your host, moderator, and all-around nice guy, Edward Anderson. And today I've got something completely different for you. Today I'm going to be doing a review of two iconic pizzerias in Brooklyn, New York. So let's talk about it. Okay, so last week I went to New York on a mission to review two really good pizzerias. So for any of you who are either living in New York, especially Brooklyn, or you're planning on visiting, put these pizzerias on your to-do list. Okay, so pizza has a very storied history in New York. I mean, if you meet any New Yorker and you start talking pizza, they will defend their pizzas to the death, particularly if they're from Brooklyn, for good reason. Pizza has been an integral part of Brooklyn culture for over 100 years, and there really is something different about Brooklyn pizza. And I think that every one of you out there knows about the reputation that Brooklyn has for its pizza. Okay, so I know that personally, my first image about Brooklyn-style pizza came from the opening scene from Saturday Night Fever. I mean, it was only a few seconds, but that image really kind of had an impact, I think, throughout the world about Brooklyn pizza.
Hey, Tony,
Two, give me two, let's go.
Okay, so my youngest son and I went to New York with really two missions. The first mission was to visit my oldest son, along with my daughter-in-law and my brand new grandson. And we started our trip with a home-cooked Turkish dinner, because my daughter-in-law is Turkish. And I gotta tell you, it was really good. I'm gonna have to start looking into Turkish food more. But after we had that really nice Turkish dinner, the rest of my trip was all about researching Brooklyn pizza. Now listen, when I worked on Wall Street, I got to know Brooklyn pretty well. And I will tell you that the pizza in Brooklyn is so much part of the culture that pizzerias are ubiquitous. They are all, I mean, I doubt that you can walk more than 8 or 9 blocks without coming across a pizzeria. So there are easily hundreds of pizzerias, probably thousands. So the pizza culture is really ingrained in the Brooklyn psyche. And these pizzerias take great pride in top quality pizza. So when you are in Brooklyn, if you don't treat yourself to at least 1 or 2 trips to local pizzerias, you are really missing out. Now, of course, I couldn't do reviews on hundreds of pizzerias as much as I would like to, try to make the effort. So I focused on 2 that I really wanted to check out. The reputations of these 2 pizzerias are, off the charts. Now, one of the things I like about these 2 pizzerias is that they're not, mainstream. They don't have a lot of satellite restaurants, and it's not a chain. Now, I have a theory, and I would like to hear your comments about, my theory. I mean, my theory is that the smaller the pizzeria, the better the food is. And I think that's because, they don't focus on volume, they focus on quality. So the 2 pizzerias that I made a point of reviewing were Randazzo's on Ditmas Avenue in the Kensington area of Brooklyn. And then about 10 minutes from there, there's another pizzeria called Crispy Pizza. So I'm going to show you a few clips of each of those pizzerias, and then I'm going to delve into which one I think is the best.
Okay, so on my trip to New York, I made it the point to see 2 very special pizzerias. Crispy Pizza here in Dyker Heights, Brooklyn, and Randazzo's Pizza up in the Kensington area of Brooklyn on Ditmas Boulevard. Well, I just ate at Crispy Pizza, and yeah, pizza's good. You can believe the hype. It's really good pizza. I made sure that I got the thin crust cheese pizza, so I can compare it apples to apples with the pizza at Randazzo's. And yeah, it's really solid. I gotta tell you though, Randazzo's still has the edge. So when you come to New York, there are 2 pizza places you should put on your to-do list: Crispy Pizza and Randazzo's. And when you go to Randazzo's, please let them know that you heard about them on the Hey Ed YouTube channel. And please make a point of saying that, because I really want to get the word out about Randazzo's Pizza. It's a very undiscovered pizzeria.
Okay, and here's some footage of the inside of Crispy Pizza. Now, Crispy Pizza does have several YouTube shorts, put out, by the management. And in those videos, Crispy Pizza looks much larger than it actually is. But that's okay. It's all about the food, right? So now let's take a look at some footage of my trip to Randazzo's.
All right, so here I am on Ditmas Avenue in Brooklyn, New York at Randazzo's. Randazzo's. And I am here to do a review of this beautiful pizzeria in Brooklyn. So let's take a look. This is one of the best pizzerias in New York. And take a look at some of the pizzas you have to choose from. You should get a shot of it. Okay, so this is a nice, small, family-owned pizzeria and very quaint, a lot of atmosphere. So let's try one of the pizzas and see how it tastes.
Okay, so Randazzo's is a very small, unassuming pizzeria. It's all about the food, man. It's all about the food. I mean, but they don't bother with advertising and doing YouTube videos. But they have a militant, loyal following in the neighborhood. Everyone who lives in the Kensington area, they know Randazzo's. And that really is part of the charm of Randazzo's. It's understated, it's not fancy, it's not flashy, it's all about the food. So when you can find a small, charming, unassuming, pizzeria in Brooklyn with really good food, you're all set. And that's why, pizzerias have such a loyal following. So if you're planning on visiting Brooklyn and you want to make an effort to experience the pizza culture in Brooklyn, but you don't know where to start, the two that you want to put at the top of your list are Randazzo's on Ditmas Avenue in the Kensington area of Brooklyn and Crispy Pizza. But whenever I visit New York and I want to go to a pizzeria, for me, it's all about Randazzo's. Randazzo's, Randazzo's, Randazzo's. Burn that name into your brain. So do me a favor. When you go to Brooklyn and you go into Randazzo's, make a point of telling the people behind the counter that you heard about Randazzo's from the Hey Ed YouTube channel. Let me say one final thing about Randazzo's. They don't just have pizza. Okay, I got pizza and the lasagna, but they have a pretty extensive menu. Now, I grabbed one of the menus and brought it home with me, and I scanned it into my. The image isn't that high quality, but hopefully you'll get the gist of what their menu looks like. And you can freeze this video and take a closer look if you like. But they have all sorts of appetizers and sides. They've got all sorts of pizzas, and they have pasta entrees. Now, I did try the lasagna, but really, if I had more time, I would have made it a point to try out their pasta primavera. And they have baked dishes, and like I told you, I did try the lasagna, but boy, so look at all that stuff. I've got to go back, man. I got to try all of it. Ravioli, the baked ziti. Man, if you love Italian food, Randazzo's is your place, okay? So again, if you're visiting Brooklyn or you live in Brooklyn, and you like Italian food, Randazzo's is your go-to place. Now, when I was at Crispy Pizza, I forgot to take footage of me, eating their pizza. But I did get some footage of me eating some of the pizza at Randazzo's. So I'm going to close out this video by showing you some footage of me eating some of the pizza at Randazzo's.
Okay, so I couldn't help myself. I already had the slice of the cheese pizza, and it's incredible. So now I'm going to go for a slice of the meat lovers pizza. The crust is beautiful. So now I'm going to eat it the proper, Brooklyn way. I'm going to fold it a little bit and take it. Wow. I'm telling you guys, if you come to New York, especially to Brooklyn, you gotta come to Randazzo's Pizza. Ed Anderson, live from Brooklyn, signing out.